Hey, good morning. Lauren here from Twin Soul Tarot. Not doing a reading today, but what I do want to discuss just briefly, just for a couple minutes, is the $2,000 stimulus that would give us all direct deposits of $2,000 a month. The EMPA, that seems to be at the back of everybody's minds by now because it doesn't look like it's a possibility. Well, I want to discuss a little bit about how it could become a possibility and why it should become a possibility. And to do so, I'm going to tell you what I said in response to a guy who posted a video just this morning as to reasons why we could in fact wind up with the EMPA or something close to that. He did say that we should probably get it because of I'll just synopsis what he said, which is the nature of the crisis, and because of the re-election that's coming up, that would make that candidate to be the most popular, that kind of thing. But let me just tell you what my thoughts are about it, and that is, first of all, the $2,000 a month should happen. It's happening in Canada. It's happening in, I'm not sure exactly how many other European nations, but it is, those people are being taken care of at this time. Let me reiterate, when I say taken care of, I don't mean a hand. I'm not talking about handouts here. I'm talking about a hand up in a crisis. Notwithstanding, we are in fact we are in a state of socialism, and we basically deny that fact. All our unemployment, our welfare, to include food stamps, to include payments for those who are in the very lowest levels of income, such as $7 an hour, minimum wage. People making minimum wage, say working part-time, still can get a supplement from the government through their state programs. But the thing about it is that we are in fact a socialist nation in denial, the same as every other, and that is what Republicans don't get. Or I should say, the Republican mindset will not let those who call themselves Republicans consider what I'm saying. And let me explain the Republican mindset, okay? I'm not saying Republicans are bad. I'm saying that this mindset can be equivocated to a poverty mindset, and here's how. Let me just tell you, what will help you is to tell you what I wrote in response to on this on the commentary on this guy's video that I was watching this morning. Okay, here we go. I wrote that it's supposed to happen. It would be the just and the right thing to do. More fair, more just than anything else that we can do right now would be to give people $2,000 a month. As I've stated before, say in New York, for example, LA, just to have a roof over your head costs you, a studio apartment, say, costs you about $1,200 a month. So right there, that proves the amount that we need to have in order for our very basic needs to be met, and in order for us to place a social safety net into place. Okay, so what we are up against is the prevailing, oftentimes Republican mindset of, if you spend anything, including helping people in a crisis, you're spending irresponsibly. Newsflash, you're not spending irresponsibly to help people in a crisis, okay? I mean, if you're on the Titanic, you're going to remove the weight off of that ship in order to get that ship out of the terrible position that it's in. Okay, maybe that's not the best example. But my point is that helping people in a crisis is the only thing that you can do. Is the only thing that will help people is to give them a hand up, of which $2,000 a month is, that's what that is. Okay, so I was saying, if you spend on anything, you're spending irresponsibly. It's a smokescreen for being a cheap miser, is what that is. It's a smoke screen for being a cheap miser. That kind of mindset isn't willing to spend anything on anyone. Yeah, they could be drowning. They could be, they could be at the edge of a building, about to fall off, losing their footing. That kind of mindset is just not is not going to do it, no matter what. They could be at the grave, and more often than not, don't shoot the messenger. More often than not, the Republicans do tend to have that mindset. If you don't believe me, just take a look. So all you people out there who are in that mindset, we need you to move up from that mindset. We need you to rise to a higher level of consciousness of prosperity, so that everyone can benefit. So, like I said, it's a smokescreen for being a cheap miser, and those senators and the president himself, in short, those who are controlled by this poverty mindset, will have to leave office in order for something like the emergency Protection Act, anyway, the MPA, or the like, to pass. Then I wrote, I think you're right, though. I think good is on our side, and the 2,000 will prevail for some of the reasons that the man that had posted the video mentioned. So, anyway, I think I made my point. We're up against a lot, but good will prevail from it, out of this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go into some meditation, back into meditation. And I'll see you on my next video. Be sure and hit like and subscribe. If you did like this little commentary of mine that was completely off the cuff, so don't, there was no planning in this one involved at all. So I hope you were able to follow it okay. I will explain a little more in depth when I do a tarot sometime this evening. And I hope everybody's doing well this Memorial Day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for listening. If you stuck in this long. Thank you. Bye-bye.